Hello there, guys. Welcome to the quick live stream. I've got the one and only Jez with me. We're going to just talk about a couple of things that's been on the agenda today. Signings, basically. You've probably been watching all the streams all round everywhere, like we all have. We just want to get into a few little things, what you're thinking. But anyway, Jez, thanks for joining me on the literally lastminute.com. Thank you very much, my friend. How are you? I hear you're in France. How's things?
Yeah, no, it's good, man. You're here. Yeah, brought the shit weather with us, but it's actually a bit cold today. But hey, it is one of them things. But Friday it's going to get up to 28-30. So,
nice. Yeah, the weather's been it's turned here as well, my friend. Hasn't been very pleasant. I've got to be honest with you. It's wind, rain, and everything else. I don't know how many we've got in the chat, but if you have joined us live, hello and welcome. So we got here. We got evening Dinks. Always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you very much for joining us. Aces. Top man, thank you very much. Ace is the godfather. Jez, yeah, of course he's the godfather. We all know he is. And Xavi Alonso wants to sign Zubimendi at Real Madrid. Yes, we are going to get right into it, guys. It ain't going to be a long stream, so we won't keep you out of bed for very long. So what we've had, it was we going around the streams. And apparently Zubimendi was a done deal a couple of months ago before the season was out, Jez. You know, let's have a little look. It was all a done deal. He was an Arsenal player, blah, 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 blah. And here we have it. Arsenal agreed to transfer, put on hold as leading target waits for gesture from Euro Giants. And the Euro Giants, as we know, are Real Madrid. So, Jez, getting into it, mate. It was a done and dusted deal, wasn't it? According to everyone, according to the Arsenal faithful and all the Arsenal fans, he was definitely signing on the dotted line, and it was one deal over the line. Big up Andre Berta, and here we are. How many times have we seen this, Jez? Tell me about it, my friend.
How many? How do people fall for this bullshit every single time? Look, you and I and lots of other seasoned Arsenal fans, yeah, we say the same thing. Until I see that player at the Emirates or back in the day at Highbury wearing an Arsenal shirt, yeah, parading it around on the pitch, I don't believe any of this bullshit.
Oh, facts, man.
It's crap, man. It's all bullshit crap. Because all we get nowadays is these reporters, agents, whatever you want to call them, they'll punch it out there, because all they're looking for is to get their percentage of that sale. It's bollocks, man. I knew this wasn't going to happen, but hey, there we are.
Yeah, I mean, it's a merry-go-round, isn't it, Jez? I mean, there's this guy, I mean, I remember going on the streams, a couple of weeks back, and I think Lee backed it up as well, and he even said Zubimendi ain't coming to Arsenal. Oh yeah, it's all done and dusted. It's a signed deal, you know. It's all been done. Berta's moving quickly. Blah blah this, blah blah that. Now, why is it, do you reckon, put on hold? Is it because it's is it because Arteta don't fancy him? Is it another war between him and Berta, do you reckon? Do you reckon he's turned round and said he's not a player for me?
I reckon it's more likely, to be honest with you, he's probably got a better offer, right? He doesn't trust Arteta. I said this earlier on tonight on Kyle's show.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Arteta does not attract players because of his narcissistic, arrogant view. And I said this, and I talked to you about it. I said to other people about it, right? These players all talk together. They're the top 1%, right? And coming into the summer, they're going to be doing whatever they want to do. They'll be going on fancy holidays, wherever they want to go in the world, right? They talk international duty, team to team, ex-players leaving from one club to the other. They all talk. We would do it, wouldn't we? If we were working, if you're working, right, at fucking B&Q, and I'm working at the range, and you say, "Fucking hell, Jez, this job's shit here." I'm going, I get it, man. He said, "What's it like working where you're working?" I said, don't fucking come here, mate. Management shit. They treat you like a complete arse. Don't bother coming here, mate. Go and find somewhere else. That's the life. Whatever level you are in your life, that is life, right? And that's how it works in football, rugby, cricket, whatever job you're in, wherever, doesn't matter, wherever you are in the world. People talk. And this Zubimendi is probably sort of like, had a chat with a few other people. He's thinking, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure. And if Real Madrid come in, right? Yeah. One of the most successful clubs in European football history, his head's going to go, Arteta, Real Madrid. Where would you go, mate?
No, do you know what, Jez? Absolute facts, mate. Absolute facts. And players do talk. Of course, players talk. You know, he's looked at the end of the day. These players look at the clubs and they go, 3 years runners up, failed to sign a striker in the summer. You know,
injuries.
You know, injuries. This, that, and the other. What do you reckon? Should we weigh up our options a little bit here? What's the wages like? Oh, right, okay. We've got Kai Havertz on 280 grand a week, and they're only offering me 120. No, I don't think so. And this is what we're saying. See, Jez, look, at the end of the day, right, and all the people now that follow me, follow you, and everything else. There's Arsenal fans and there's Arsenal fans that are realists, mate. And at the end of the day, we're a realist. We've been there and done it, worn the T-shirt. We've seen all this before, haven't we, with this football club? No matter who's in charge, no matter what sporting director. We see it with David Dean, didn't we? We see it in years gone by when we thought we had players over the line. I think Bruce Rioch signed the best signing, didn't he? Bergkamp. You know? And we had it with Wenger. I mean, look at Wenger. Look at the players we should have signed with Wenger. I mean, do you remember when we ended up with Granit Xhaka when we wanted Kante, you know? And it's just a merry-go-round. And now we've got this Zubimendi meant to be a 5-year deal. I'm hearing today. Oh, you know, we've got Zubimendi 5-year deal. I mean, come on, mate. Where's the evidence? Where's the hard evidence of this 5-year? Not Zubimendi, sorry, Gyökeres. Got Zubimendi on the brain already. Where's this 5-year deal for Gyökeres, mate? You know, I've been hearing now it's a 5-year deal. Where do you stand, mate?
£65 million buyout clause. Fair enough. Okay, pay the 65 million then.
Yeah,
give him the 65 million. That he can then pay, right, to buy him out of his contract, and we do the deal. It's easy, isn't it? You couldn't get it much easier. Right, you want to come to Arsenal, fella? Right, we're on the phone. Fair enough. Get a flight over. We'll pay for it. Private jet. Come over. We'll give you the 65 million into your bank account after you've done the paperwork to agree, right? Pay that, and the job's done. No, Arsenal can't do that. It goes on for months and months and months and months.
100%.
It's always been the same.
100%, mate. 100%. And Van der Silva's got it here. Big up Van der Silva. The problem with Arsenal, they're messy with the personal terms. That has always been a problem, isn't it, with this football club? Personal terms, wages, contracts. You name it, it's always been a problem. Big up DJB and Jazz, the chat. Hope you're all good. Yeah, we're all good, mate. Especially Jazz. He's a place in France, which is wonderful, amazing. Yeah, Jez, it's always been a problem, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
this is what worries me, and I've said it all along. You know, until they're actually got that shirt on, until you actually see it on the website, until they cross that white line, I don't really get bogged down. Obviously, we're going to speak about it. You know, I've got shows coming up the weekend. We're going to speak about who they would like at the club and everything. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if this Gorka is all pie in the sky and it falls through. What do you reckon on it, Jez? Do you reckon that'll be nailed on, or do you reckon it'll fall through?
Mate, look, let's put this down. Look, I've got absolutely no confidence. I've got a lot of confidence in Berta, but what I haven't got any confidence in is the relationship with Arteta. We saw it the other night. We saw it, right?
Yeah.
Josh Kroenke sat with Arteta because he had a double yellow card touchline ban. He wasn't sat with Arteta. Now, these two have got to work together, so there's obviously something not happy about that one. Now, Josh Kroenke with David Dean was at the ladies' UCL Championship game, and you could see how happy Josh Kroenke was. Why the fuck was David Dean there? What was he there for?
Fuck knows, mate.
Is he an advisor now or something on the ladies' side? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think he's anything to do with the club, is he, mate? I think he's just there as is he a lifelong ambassador or something? He must be a lifelong sort of member of the club, I would have thought.
But he was sat there with Josh Kroenke.
Yeah. Next to the clown, you know what I mean? Arteta. I mean, that was worrying the weekend for me. I mean, from what I see of it, obviously, because I've had a few things to sort out in my personal life. But that was alarming for me, watching him sitting next to Kroenke, and they were laughing, joking, as if everything was rosy in the garden. I mean, to me, you know, it looks like, oh, it's the end of the season, second again, ole, and they were both sitting there as if not a care in the world, Jess. You know, and it's just, it just amazes me how it can just go on. I mean, not unless Kroenke's putting on a bit of a front in front of the manager, and he's got his card marked. I don't know, but I think this is a really defining moment in not just the present Arsenal setup, but the history of the club. I think this summer is make or break for this football club, because if signings don't come in and we don't strengthen in all areas, and I mean all areas, I mean, we need an attacking midfield player, we need a left winger, we need backup for Saka, we definitely need a striker, and I don't particularly want a false nine. I don't want someone that inverts into midfield, and I want an out-and-out striker. I want someone that stays in there, gets on the end of crosses, makes runs. Do you know what I mean? Like a good old-fashioned number 9, Jez. But I don't think he's going to sign him. I still think this Sesko's going to end up coming to the club. What do you reckon, my friend?
I think you're right. I don't think I've said it. I honestly believe this manager will not attract the players to the club that we need, because players will look at him and think, "No, I don't want to play for you.
No,
you're not the man I want to work with. I want to work with somebody else. I want to work with a winner. You've been at Arsenal 5 years and won fuck all.
Yeah,
you won an FA Cup. Okay, fair enough. You've come second 3 times, but you couldn't finish your dinner. No, I'd rather go and play at Bernabeu. I'd rather go and play in Italy or wherever. Doesn't matter. This guy doesn't attract, in my opinion, the players. He's a narcissistic, arrogant prick. Players going to look at him, think, oh, fucking hell, look at the injury rate at Arsenal. Now, I saw a comment today that apparently there's going to be a meeting between the board with Berta and Kroenke, Josh, and Arteta, to work out what has gone wrong with these injuries. Why is this happening? What's happening? Well, because we all know, because he overplays the bloody players.
Yeah, facts, man.
It's pretty fucking obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's facts. I mean, it's worrying, isn't it? It's worrying. It is worrying going into next season. I mean, listen, I'm glad the season's over. I'm really glad the season's finished. For me, the season was over Christmas, and before that, it was over ages ago for me. I think when we got knocked out the FA Cup against Man United, to be truthful with you, I was living in hope in the Champions League. When we got to the semi-final, I thought, well, hang on a minute. We've kind of winged our way into a semi-final of the Champions League here. But I was never confident, Jez. I was never confident. And I wasn't confident from day one. And it's because of the lack of signings. It's because of the lack of striker in all areas. It was because of the lack of backup to Saka.
3 years we haven't had a proper striker. 3 years.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. And to be honest with you, all this talk about Gyökeres and everything else, Jez, I don't. As I said, I still don't think we'll have an out-and-out striker this season. I may be wrong, and if I am wrong, then that'd be great. I want to be proven wrong.
Probably still after Draxler, mate. That'd be the narrative. Oh, well, Draxler's on the cards. Fuck off. He went after him for 5 years. Come on.
Oh, my days. Do you know what, though, Jez? I think, and I said this from the start, he wants Sesko. He's put all his egg in one basket for this Sesko. It's a project. He has to, how can I say? He's got to kind of get Havertz in the team. If he signs an out-and-out striker, a 25, 30 goals a season man, Havertz don't get a game. Simple as that. And in my eyes, good. But in his eyes, that's not what he wants. You know? He wants someone that he can kind of work with, rotate, if you like. And this is why I think Sesko's going to come in and not Gyökeres. Even though it's a 5-year deal, we've got a 5-year deal, Jez. It's done apparently, mate. Have you got your shirt printed up yet, or what?
Have I fuck?
This is what I mean, mate, and it just goes on and on and on. But the Zubimendi thing, it looks to me that's fallen through, and then all this Rodrigo, isn't it, on the left? You know, they're picking their ideal front three: Rodrigo, Gyökeres, and Saka. Well, in Dreamland, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? But Arsenal, it ain't going to happen at Arsenal, is it, Jez? Can you see it or what?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not happening. And be honest with you, it's funny how the world follows you around, because I see people streaming, even though I've got away for a couple of months, I still watch people and everything and what's going on. And it's the same narrative. And I'm thinking, I don't ever, and this has gone for 30 years. This is not modern. This is 30 years. I don't believe any time until I see that player on the centre circle with a shirt on at the Emirates, or as it was back in the day at Highbury, then I'll believe, we've signed him then. Yeah. Until then, no, I don't listen to any of it. It's bollocks.
No, exactly.
Bullshit.
So let's just say then, Jess, let's just say we get Gyökeres over the line. Let's say we get a Rodrigo over the line, and that's the only two we sign, okay? So we're still going to go into the season with Trossard. We're still going to have Havertz. We're still going to have... But we've got a striker. We've got a left winger of some sorts. We know this manager's going to be in place at least until Christmas. What do you think? What do you think he's going to do? What do you think he's going to do? Do you think he's going to change the way he plays? Do you think he's going to become? How do you think he's going to go with these new signings? They're signed. Let's say we've got them. They're over the line. It's all been announced. We've got them. How do you think it's going to go, Jez?
It's exactly the same way. And don't forget, we're going to lose 2 players this season. We've lost Tierney. He's on a free off to Celtic, and good luck to you, Tierney. Good luck. I hope it all goes well for you.
Oh yeah,
so that's another player gone, which we need to back up.
And we never got a penny for Jez.
No, lost that. Freebie. See you later. Bye bye.
Yeah.
And sorry, he was the best left back we had at the club, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And people can disagree with that, but he actually won shit. But look, let's move it to the real facts. We will be in the position where we're no better off than we are now. No. He will play the same shit football, boring, because what he does, let me quantify that, 2 parts, right? He restricts players from playing. What George Graham did was very clever, right? He built a very solid defence. He built a great midfield, and then he brought in an attack over 3 seasons.
Facts.
That didn't happen one night. He built that solid defence because his belief, as he was at Millwall, defend from the back and build. And, dare I say that? Who was the man that invented that? Fucking Herbert Chapman.
Yeah.
And he went with the same philosophy. No, this guy restricts, he puts the reins on the player. He doesn't give them the freedom to flow.
No.
When they have, like when we actually took West Ham apart last season at the London Stadium, totally embarrassed them, that was a different game.
Oh, yeah. 100%, mate.
This man is never going to change his philosophy. Sorry, I ain't going to do it.
No, I can't see it, Jez. And I've said this before. I've said it doesn't matter who we sign. I think the major thing what's got to happen with this football club, and I know I keep saying it, and I'm going to get, I get different comments and stuff like that, and they think it's a personal thing, but it's not a personal thing. And Kenny said the same. This guy's had his sell-by date. He's reached his number. He's reached his ceiling. He can't go any further. He can't go any further. He can't make things happen now. When you've come runners up 3 years running, psychologically, that must affect the players, mustn't it?
I think the thing that summed it up for me. Sorry to interrupt you, DJ.
No, go on, man. No, go on. Carry on, mate. You're fine.
And the last game of the season, right, at the Emirates, Emery, silly bollocks has come out, Arteta, got the microphone, and all the players are like, they weren't applauding him.
No.
The only one that did was Odegaard, and he went,
yeah.
They weren't giving him, big up, boss.
No, absolutely.
Well done, man. Well done. Well, great season. We nearly got there. It was brilliant. No, they were like,
do you know what? I totally agree, Jez. I totally agree. I think the body language in a lot of the players is there for everyone to see, and especially Saliba, because he's towards the end of this season, he's gone right off the boil. And people said to me, "Yeah, but he lost Gabriel next to him, and he had to play with Kibior." But that should have made him accelerate. He should have shown the example. He should have shown that he was now the leader at the back. Do you know what I mean? But he didn't. He had the opposite. He looked as if he didn't really want to be there. He looked disinterested. And I think the icing on the cake for Saliba is when we went out in the semi-final. When we went out in the semi-final against PSG. Do you know what I mean? His whole body language just seemed to think, I don't fancy this. And this is what I'm trying to say. And if we don't hit the ground running next season, early doors, and I mean get some results first, I would say the first 10 games, we need pretty much near on perfection. If that don't happen, Jez, I can see things really, really moving in the wrong direction for this manager. What do you reckon, Jez?
No, I totally agree with you. I reckon if we aren't banging on the money, then this guy's going to be under so much pressure that maybe we don't know. You and I don't know, but it could be that they are already looking at him, thinking, right, you have got to do the business next season. If you don't do business, we'll give you a summer transfer, 2-part summer transfer window with the guidance of Berta, right? He's not going to fucking say, oh, well, it's down to you, Arteta. That man's going to be saying, no. I'm going to do the negotiating. You can give me a list of players and I will tell you the ones you're going to get, because that's what I'm here for. And that's his job.
Absolutely, 100%. That's what we're paying him for.
I'll fucking tell you right now, if this guy is sitting 5th, 6th, come Christmas, he's gone.
Yeah, no, I agree, mate. I agree, and I tell you, and you know the other thing I'm thinking of as well, Rogers, is if he's been told you get on with matters on the pitch and leave everything. What Arteta quotes this, leave it to them upstairs.
Yeah.
What Arteta says. So if he's leaving it to them upstairs and he's got the sole run of coaching and managing and what goes on the pitch, and he gets that wrong, he can't now turn the button and go, well, I didn't get the players I want, I didn't do this, I haven't done this. Because they can turn around and say, you have been concentrating on your job. Your whole job is to manage this, is to coach these players and get results. Yeah. So if he's under so much pressure, I don't think people realise, I mean, he is under extreme amount of pressure. And if he does get players in, and we will get players in, right? There's no doubt about it, we will get players in, but it's a merry-go-round. We might not get the players everyone's talking about or everyone wants. I don't think we'll get Rodrigo. I don't think we'll get Zubimendi. I don't think we'll get Gyökeres. And people can clip this up, and I think we'll end up with Sesko.
Yeah.
And then we'll end up with a signing that no one's really kind of linked us up with. I mean, I mentioned it the other day to Kenny about looking closer to home. I mean, why aren't we looking towards the likes of sort of Jack Grealish, who's unsettled at Man City? Why aren't we looking at Jared Bowen at West Ham? Why aren't we looking closer to home? I can't understand why we ain't, because I think Bowen's an outstanding player.
Why wouldn't we make a serious, big, massive bid, right, for Isaac? Be a big club and go in for a proper player that can score your goals. Eze, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, right? Absolutely, mate. Yeah, 100%.
Like that. Proven Premier League players. They've been there, seen it and done it. Newcastle United player. He's won a trophy. He's got the experience. Eze won a trophy as well.
100%, mate. 100%. And it's like at Wharton, that Wharton as well at Crystal Palace. What a player he is. Gahey, the defender. I mean, you keep going on about Zubimendi and Rodrigo. I mean, there's players at Crystal Palace. I mean, there's at least 3 players I'd take from them. I'm not, don't want to upset the Crystal Palace fans, but do you know what I mean, though, Jez? I mean, I don't know, man. I can't get my head around it. I just think we're back here again next season, to be honest. I think we're back in this. I think we're going to be worse next season.
Same shit. We'll be talking the same shit now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because, I mean, Liverpool are going to be strong, aren't they? Look at the players they're signing. If they've got that Wirtz, aren't they? They're not hanging around. They're going to be they're going to be pulling up trees all over the place, mate, aren't they? Man City, he'll change his style of play because he's a top manager.
And they're going
You
to
know?
invest. They're starting to invest already.
Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. Newcastle's going to be strong. Newcastle's going to be strong. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And I'm seriously worried about it. I can't get excited. You know, I keep looking at all these transfers and everything, and who we're linked with this one, linked with that one. Oh, it's a done deal. It's a 5-year deal. We've offered this. It's definitely been done. I mean, look at all that talk about Zubimendi. You know,
and you respectfully are a match-going fans paying for this shit. You pay for this shit. Thankfully, I don't. I just watch it on TV now.
Yeah, no, I still go, mate. I still go. Me and Kenny, Dan Potts, we still go, mate.
Whatever it is you pay, and you know, like Vanta, mate. I stopped going 2016. I have been to a few games at the Emirates since, but nah, not for me. I'm not going to get ripped off, man.
No. I don't blame you, mate. I honestly don't blame you, mate. And to be honest with you, you know, for those that do go, for those that don't go, it is preference. But I tell you what, honestly, I totally understand it, because if we are not where we should be at Christmas, if I'm not sitting down eating my Christmas dinner and we're not near the top, then away games, I'm telling you that now, I'm going to start saving some money, mate, because can't keep doing it. I honestly believe this manager has to go before we get players in. That's what I think. We definitely need a change, and it needs to be massive. It really does. You know.
That's the trouble, mate. I've got no faith in it happening.
Sorry. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, it's true, mate. It's true. And the season, it just dwindled out, didn't it? I mean, look at that against Southampton. You know, I just couldn't. It was horrible feeling, and I've not felt like that in years, Jez. I had no interest in it. I had it
on the TV, but I won't lie. I had it on up there when I was at home, right, in my room, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, you know. It was like, oh, come on, just fucking end the game, man. It's boring. I want to go and do something else. You know, it wasn't like I'm sitting here excited, thinking, come on, fuck it. Oh, what, fuck it. Yeah, wow. You know?
I know.
It was like, oh, really? Okay.
I know, mate.
All right.
I know. I'll be honest with you, mate. The only thing I got excited about, and the only thing I was pleased about, all right, obviously always 3 points, but even though they didn't fucking mean anything, to be honest with you, was Kieran Tierney. I was so pleased for him. Yeah. And this is the guy.
That was up you, Arteta.
Yeah, 100%. And the way the players celebrated with him, you could tell, couldn't you? He was a breath. And do you know why he snubbed him, mate? Because he couldn't get the best out of him. He could not adapt to the weight. And this is another thing with this manager that I've been saying about this manager. He cannot get the best out of. He can't get the best out of players' strengths. Tierney don't like inverting. He's an out-and-out fullback. He's a left back. Yeah, he doesn't like inverting. He's not comfortable with it.
No, he's not.
So turn him in to the best left back we've ever seen at Arsenal. Get him to like the Ashley Cole. Well, he ain't going to be like Ashley Cole, we know. But you know what I'm saying. And he can't do it. It's like Wanyeri. Wanyeri's lazy off the ball. But when he has got the ball in the final third, the kid is absolute mustard. But he can't get the best out of him. So what does he do? Puts him on the bench. Takes the piss out of him by starting him against Southampton. Yeah. And you know what I mean? It's just it's just so annoying. He just don't seem to be able to get the best out of certain players. So Tierney, no, I can't work with you. You don't really do what I want you to do. So I'm just going to outcast you and you can go for free.
That's
when
what
you're going to treat you like crap. Going to treat you like crap because you're lazy. Yeah.
You've done it with Aubameyang. What did you
Done
do
it with
that?
Aubameyang. Yeah. Done it with Aubameyang. Aubameyang had a bit.
Ostracised him. Took the piss out of him. Put him into training on his own, and the guy walked out the club for fuck all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Marie, bless up, Marie. Why are Arsenal the only club who don't start by sacking the manager? Instead, they think getting players doesn't make sense. No, it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And Marie, bless up. Thank you very much for joining us. Doesn't make sense, and I've said it all along. Doesn't matter what player comes into this club. Whilst this manager's here, you will see a decline in these players. You will see a decline in these players. And if Sesko comes in, he's going to be a project. He will not be the same player under this manager.
How many players have you ever seen improve under Arteta?
I haven't. Right. Good question, Jez, right? And listen. You know when you play football, when you start at school, or if you play for a Sunday team, Saturday team, semi-professional, whatever, you've always got that player in the club that doesn't need coaching. He's a natural. Do you know what I mean? And all the coaching in the world, that player will always improve, will always score goals, will always assist, will always pass. If he defends, he'll always get his head on it. He knows how to tackle, and it's natural, isn't it? So Saka, to me, is a natural player. Yeah, you can make little tweaks here and there, stop him from defending, for example, get him in the final third, get him scoring more goals, things like that. But actually a player, you just have to let him play. Yeah. Gabriel, he ain't really improved him. Gabriel's a natural defender. He's a natural winner. I look at players like Martinelli that needed coaching. Trossard needed coaching. Yeah. I look at all these sort of players. Jesus needed coaching. Havertz needed coaching because they're not kind of naturally brilliant. They're good players, but they just need a lot of guidance.
Tweaking. They need a little tweaking, don't they?
Yeah. So when you look at them players, right, he hasn't really improved any of them, has he?
No.
Look at Martinelli.
I think the only player he may have improved is possibly Saliba.
Yeah.
And that's a big ask. Apart from that,
Zinchenko, did he improve him?
No.
Fell off a cliff, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I always said Zinchenko was a midfield player. Don't play him at left back. Keep with Tierney at left back. He's your out and out fullback. Play Zinchenko as a midfield player like he does for Ukraine, and does it very, very well.
As far as that, I'm already there, mate. I've been here since yesterday.
Yeah, he's already there.
Um,
He's there, mate. He's there. Yeah. You've been fishing yet, Jez? Have you done your fishing yet?
No, because I will be next week. But basically, long story on this one. People have asked me about this, right? When we bought this place, it's the lake. The one side of the lake has been rented by a fishing club, local fishing club, for 20 years, and they pay a little rent. And I was like, basically, I don't want to change that.
No,
because they're nice people. They look after it. They're nice gentlemen. But as you know, the story about the other side, I've got the meeting on Friday with the local mayor to get access across the dam and everything like that. Now,
the dam! You got to be a dam buster, aren't you, Jezza?
Are we talking about the dam?
Yeah, dam busters.
I've
time to join.
I've found something out now. Right.
Go on.
Now, if this guy wants to be an arsewipe, and we meet with the local mayor. There's right. If you imagine that's the end of the lake, right? It's like say it's square, right? There's a dam, right? He drives his tractor from his farm down that dam, up a pathway to the main road, over the main road to get to his other fields. Right? Our advisor has told us that we actually own where the dam ends. So the dam ends there, right?
Yeah.
This track that goes up over some fields, and we've got this field that we own, which is just nothing, scrubland, nothing. She said, if he doesn't agree to your terms, you can put a gate up and stop him from going up that track.
Really?
That means he's got to drive the long way round down the height of the main road to get to his fields on the other side. So my plan is this, right?
Yeah, go on, mate.
I know what he wants.
Yeah.
He wants me to pay him money to rent access on the dam. Yeah, he does, to get to the other side of the lake, right? Because I now own the other side of the lake, but I haven't got access to it, right?
Yeah.
He's got a gate there, right? So I've decided, right, okay, what we're going to do when we meet the mayor on Friday, I'm going to say to him, right, how much do you want me to pay you access down that dam? And he'll come up with some, I don't know, couple of €1,000. And I go, no, but you use my track from the end of the dam to go up over my track on my field to get to the main road to get to your field. So if you want to have €2,000 a year, I'm charging you €2,000 a year. So what do you want to do?
Exactly.
What do you want to do?
Something's got to be done, mate. Otherwise, it's just going to go round and round in circles, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think we're just going to come to shake the man's hand and say, let's be gentlemen.
Yeah. I think it's going to work out fine, mate. I think you'll be absolutely jumping for joy. This time next week, Jez, you'll be, tell you, singing.
You need to do a show, Jez, on Saturday once we've got the mayor's decision on the Friday.
And call it the Dam Busters. Brilliant. Oh, quality, mate, quality. We have Aaron in the house, ladies and gents, boys and girls, uncles, grands and granddads. Aaron, listen, my friend, we're talking about this. We're on the Arsenal merry-go-round, because Zubimendi, he was a done deal. Have you took your shirt back, Aaron? Have you got, because like you got your shirt and everything, didn't you? You had Zubimendi printed on it, didn't you?
I bought all three of them.
You bought the three of them. You had Zubimendi, his number, everything. And here we go. Bosh, bosh, bosh. It's all on hold, my friend. Yeah, because old Real Madrid have come sniffing.
Mate,
what do you think of all of this, Aaron? All of this, like, we're linked with this, we're linked with that. I'll tell you what, honestly, we're linked with so many players. I reckon we're only going to get, realistically, 2, maybe 3, and a loan signing. What do you reckon?
Mate, well, first off, with the Zubimendi thing, we've been here about 3 or 4 times just this season, haven't we? Do you remember every time we have a bad result, it comes out, the Zubimendi deal's agreed. And then a month will pass, the Zubimendi deal's agreed. Then another couple of months will pass. We'll have a bad result in Europe or something like that. The deal for Zubimendi's there. And then guess what? We had Fabrizio Romano going, it's a done deal. And now this. There's no surprise whatsoever. I'll tell you what will happen is when Chelsea win their European Cup, 2 days later we'll say done deal again. That's what'll happen. They'll just peddle out all of this nonsense to just keep smiles on faces. People like us in this chat, people like us on this panel, we don't believe it for a second.
No.
Of course we don't. Yeah, but this is nonsense. This has been a done deal about 7 times. But, as Lee will say, a done deal isn't a complete deal. No. And until they're holding up the shirt, it's all a load of rubbish, really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? it's frustrating when you sort of sit there and think to yourself, you know, they're going this sort of low, stooping this low to try and appease Arsenal fans because they know they've majorly screwed up this season. That's what they've done. They're just trying to put cheap smiles on faces. Zubimendi don't cut it for me. That's not going to be a big enough smile on my face. I'll tell you what would put a smile on my face. Seeing a striker come through the door, seeing a winger come through the door.
100%.
That's what put a smile on my face. And then if Zubimendi wants to come through the door, then buzzing. Do you know what I mean? But priorities for me, if it's a done deal or whatever, if he eventually comes, all well and good. But we need a striker, boys. Because guess what? We do this all the time. We need a striker. How do we know that? We've drew 14 times. That tells you we've got no one that can get us over that line to turn them draws of 14 times down to 4 draws and win us 10 games. We've got no one to do that. Last season, we got 91 goals. This season, we got 69. That's not good enough. We've got 74 points as opposed to 89 points. We need someone to come in, finish the job off. And I'll tell you what, Zubimendi or whoever's playing central defensive midfielder is not going to close that gap. Now, it's all well and good that, you know, you get these signings, but we want a striker. We want a striker, but we probably play Zubimendi up front, though, DJB, Jez. That's what we've seen. ESR, 4 years ago, someone told me this the other day and reminded me. Do you remember 4 years ago we played ESR as a false 9 against Villarreal? Yeah. He's been doing it for 4 or 5 years, boys. Playing midfielders up front in a false 9. He's done it with ESR. He's done it with Havertz. He's done it with Mikel Merino. It wouldn't surprise me if he played Zubimendi up top. That's how backwards the manager is. Give me a striker. If Zubimendi is going to be our 5th signing, buzzing. But it better be after a striker, a winger, another winger. Do you know what I mean? Right-sided centre-back. That's what we need. It's frustrating, isn't it, boys? You know, it's frustrating, DJB.
It is frustrating. I mean, Zubimendi, for me, was like for like, to be honest. He weren't really anything that we needed. I've said all along we need an out-and-out and attacking midfield player. We need someone that gets the ball, drives forward, takes on 2 or 3 players, opens up defences, because that's what we need. Because at the moment, we're playing just in front of the back line. So we're getting 2 banks of 4 in front of us. We can't break them down. We're passing sideways and backways and backwards. Yeah. And then we revert to long balls. That's his plan B.
Yeah.
If that don't work, what happens is we put long throw-ins in and we get Raya to boot it 30, 40 yards down the pitch. So to me, we need something that's going to open up. And you're right, Aaron. Zubimendi, if it has fallen through, and it looks like it is, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, to be honest. If he'd have, as you said, if he'd have been the 4th signing over the line, I would have gone, yeah, okay, he's an additional squad player. Always handy to have in the team. But to me, I mean, coming back to you, Jez, would we have needed Zubimendi when you got Merino? Partey looks like he may, I'm hoping he will, extend his contract. Would we have needed Zubimendi? To me, it would have been a waste of money anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Look, at the end of the day, we've got bigger positions we need to fill. Straight up. You know, we need a striker. It's proven this season. We could have maybe possibly won something this season with a proper striker.
Yeah, we keep coming back.
We haven't done it for 3 bloody years.
Yeah.
Go round and round and round and round because this arrogant prick of a manager believes he can do it with what he's got. And it's proven that he does not know how to manage a team because he abuses players when they're not fully fit and doesn't give them the chance to get fully fit. But because he's desperate to get the players on that he needs, they get injured. I said to you earlier, there apparently next week is a meeting between the collective about how they can change these drastic injuries at the club.
Yeah, because that
I can answer it. Aaron can answer it. DJ can answer it. Every fucker in the chat can answer it. Buy
100%.
more players.
100%, mate.
Got a weak squad, and you cannot compete on 3-4 fronts with this squad.
No.
We don't have the depth. I said, maybe, I can't remember, 2 months ago, Wenger's era, towards the end of his era, we had 35 players in the squad. 35.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, no, facts, mate. Facts. 35.
You know what?
The League Cup, he used to play all the kids, right? Didn't he? He did that. You remember it?
Yeah.
And he was absolutely honest with himself when he stuck the kids into the Birmingham City League Cup final. Walcott was begging him to play. Begging him.
Yeah, facts.
And he said, no, I'm sticking with the squad. And I respect him for that. All right, we didn't win it. We lost, which was embarrassment. But at least we had players in numbers for a different competition. We haven't got that. Come on, man.
No,
why
facts.
do you think when we get players doing ACLs, doing hamstrings, doing other injury? These are very highly tuned players, and they're going to break down eventually. And I was chatting to a guy the other night before I shut up. Right, this guy he works for McLaren. Right, he's what do you call him? He's not a designer, but he anyway, it doesn't matter. He works for McLaren racing car team. And I was chatting to him, and he said, the thing is, Jez, even our highly tuned cars, you push them too far, they'll break.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
He said you can't.
They've been pushed. I don't think Saka's gonna be. I'm hoping, but I think he's gonna have a similar season to what he had this season. He's gonna have to come back. He's gonna have to track back. He's gonna have to defend, and that's not where I want to see him. I want to see him like a Mo Salah role. Go on, Salah role. Go on, Aaron.
Do you know what? Both of these two things don't exist in this same universe where the doctors are giving Mikel Arteta the sound advice and Mikel Arteta is listening to it. Both of them don't exist. One of them ain't doing their job. And I could probably guarantee you the medical team are doing their job. And it's Mikel Arteta that ain't listening to it. That's why we're getting all these injuries.
Yeah.
There's a massive... There's no way on earth Mikel Arteta is listening to the advice of that medical team. The medical team aren't there. And they are best in business. They're not no runaround doctors. These are the best in business. They are probably some of the best doctors across the world that they've scoured for. There's no way that they're giving Mikel Arteta poor advice on player welfare. That's their job, player welfare. Mikel Arteta does not care about player welfare. And that's part and part of the reason why we've got all these injuries, the same injuries, hamstring injuries.
Part of management.
Yeah,
it's all part of management.
Mate, whether you agree or whether you disagree, I agree that fact that all the 4 players that we let out, 2 permanently, ESR and Nketiah, and we loaned 2 in Reece Nelson and also in Fabio Vieira. That's fine, all well and good. I agreed with that, but you've got to replace them. We needed a striker and a winger at least in the summer anyway. We didn't get that. We also let 4 attacking players go and replaced them with Sterling, who, by the way, when we're down or drawing, he brings on Calafiori or a defender instead of him. So we're down about 6 attacking players, and then you go into a 4 competitions where you're expecting to try and compete, and then you've got Saka who gets injured. That means there's less players, so then there's more strain in playing them. And then Martinelli gets injured, so there's 2 players less. Guess what? You have to overplay the players a little bit more. Guess what happens again? You get Kai Havertz that gets an injury. It's not rocket science. It's really difficult to. It's not difficult to decipher. It's poor squad management. It's poor squad building. It's just poor in every single aspect of Mikel Arteta. It's horrendous. Are they all avoidable? Not all of them, but the bloody majority of them are. They are, and they're not just in the attacking sense. Look at the 7 hamstring injuries that we've got. They're all across the pitch. You can't just say, oh, well, he's overplaying Saka because Saka and Martinelli got them, but the striker got injured. We've got 2 centre-backs that got injuries. Do you know what I mean? It's all across the pitch, the same injury. One manager is managing them. Who's the common denominator, people? He's not
Yeah,
good.
no, it's facts, mate. It's facts.
Mate, I've got to bounce because
Yeah, no, Jezza.
I've got to bounce because
Absolute legend. Right, make sure everyone subs to Jez History Channel. Make sure you hit the likes and everything. Make sure you sub to these absolute legends. Jez, I called upon you at the last minute. I wasn't going to go live. I was sitting there, and when I was doing a little bit of watching the Zubimendi falling through, I'm thinking, no, my fellow legend has got to talk to me about this, because we've seen it all before, Jez, haven't we? We've seen it all before with this football club in years gone by, where we're linked with players. We're linked with players. They don't come. We end up shopping in Aldi or Lidl, and while the other clubs are going into Harrods and Selfridges, we're looking at the bargain bucket, aren't we? And I feel we're going to do the same again this season, mate. I think we're going to be doing the same again this season. But Jez, big up, my friend. Enjoy your stay in France. Happy fishing. Don't forget where you're at. All right.
I'm a sneaky bastard, right?
Look at the grin on his face, by the way. Now look at the grin.
No, here we go.
I'm a sneaky bastard, mate, because I've dealt in business on my own business for 30 years, right? So tomorrow, me and the wife are taking out the local mayor and his wife for dinner.
You've cracked it, ain't you, Jez?
So we're going to butter him up, get in first, right?
Yeah.
Get him to say, I hear what you're telling me, yeah, and all that. And
Jez, can I just come in a minute? When are you gonna hit him with all of this? After about 5 glasses of wine, or like 4 bottles? 2 glasses of wine. You got to budget yourself. You can't spend too much on him, Jez, can you?
What, the mayor?
Yeah.
No. You go big on the mayor, man.
Go big or go home.
I know his favourite tipple is a very good bottle of Chevrolet Chambertin, which is just up the road, right? It's just up the road. Is the village of Chevrolet Chambertin, one of the biggest Burgundy wine producers.
Oh, that's classic. That's classic.
We're going to a fabulous restaurant. It's going to cost me a few pounds, but if I can get this one over on this guy, right, I'm going to fucking love it. Otherwise, I'm going to shaft him anyway. I'm just going to say, all right, mate, I'm going to put a gate up. You have to fuck off down that long road.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jez, I've got more faith in you getting over the line than this football manager, I'll tell you. What do you reckon, Aaron?
Do you know what I want to see? I want to see Jez going in like Del Boy with the old long fur coat, bouncing in there, giving it Le Mange too, and all of that.
There you go. Look, you're right, Venter. Venter Silver's on it. Signed Jez as sporting director. I'll tell you what. Wouldn't do. I'll tell you. We'd get signings done, because he'll interview him. He'd say, "Do you want to play with the club or not?" No. Okay. Fuck off then. Next.
That's what I'd do. If I was part of the management, man, I'd say, right, okay, Crockeries, do you want to come and join to Arsenal? Right, do you want to play? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to pay you this much. If you don't like it, fuck off. Simple as that. And if you don't like it, move on. Oh, right. Oh, well, no. I'm happy with that. Well, fine there then. That's business, man. That's business.
Absolutely.
EU dares, Jezza. EU dares.
Oh, wicked, mate. Wicked. But Jez, what can I say, mate? Thank you very much for jumping on. It was only going to last for a few minutes. We was only going to quickly talk about a couple of things, but I've had to have me legend Aaron on, and it's a superb chat. And guys, I can't thank you enough. But come on. Hit the subs, smash the likes, whatever you got to do. You know what you got to do. I can't.
His link is in the chat. I've posted his link.
The links are in the chat.
Thing is, DJ Aaron.
Go on, mate.
In life, in business, always have a plan B.
Exactly.
Always have one.
How comes this guy ain't got one then, and he's on 15 million a year? I just don't get it. I just don't get how this manager can't have a plan B.
Always have something in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can pull it out and go,
100%.
Fella, I've got you.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I'll bore you to death.
Yes. Listen, man, thank you very much. Legend as always. Do appreciate it. Big up, sign up, sub to Jez. Take care, buddy. There you go, wouldn't you?
I'll catch you all later.
Big up, Jez.
Yeah, come and watch the quiz tomorrow night. That's gonna break.
Yeah, Jez, I'm sorry, man. I can't. I'm on the airport run, and so I won't be able to do that. I'm afraid. But listen, mate. Hope it all goes well. If I am around, obviously I'll jump on, mate. You know I will.
6 o'clock UK, 7 p.m. my time.
Yeah, big up, Jez. Get on the quiz. Make sure you're all getting there. Make sure you sub to him. I'm sure the Ken's already warmed up for that. He's had his tracksuit on for a couple of days. He's warming up for the quiz. He's got his weights there. Yeah, he's up for it.
The Oracle.
Oh, man, he's legend, isn't he, Kenny?
This quiz is evil. I swear you.
Oh,
it's evil. Anyway, gentlemen, have a great day.
Take it up, Jez.
Here, boys.
There you go, mate.
I'll give you an update. I'll give you an update at the end of the week about the dam.
Yeah, don't forget, Jez. Don't forget. I'll be. Well, that's more important than the signings, mate. All right, Jez's dam.
Yeah. Take care, boys.
Take care, mate. Bye, mate.
Damn bastards. Take care, boys. Take care.
Bye, mate. Bye, Jez. Take care, mate. Aaron, yeah. So, legend, old Jez, as always, man. As always. Guys, come on, let's smash the likes. You know what to do. And to this man here, and to this legend here, I'm telling you, my G, my Aaron, I'm telling you, man. No, I mean, Aaron, just getting on to things like let's just say, right? Let's just say we only make 2 signings, realistically, okay? We get Sesko in, because I still think we'll get Sesko, and we get one other. Where do you think we need to make improvements, mate? Where do you think what's got to happen? I personally think this man needs to look in the mirror, because he's going to be with us, isn't he? Unfortunately, the club's not going to be brave enough to go, well, actually, you finished runners up. You haven't won a trophy. We've given you everything you've wanted. We've given you money. We've given you the resources. We've given you the time. They're not going to have the balls to do that, mate. They're going to stay with him, aren't they? Where do you think he needs to change? Do you think we've got to go more attacking? Do you think he's got to go more? What's got to happen?
Has to go more attacking. Has to. That strike force, whether it's just a striker, the forwards, the central attacking midfielder, it has been neglected for years. Not just last season, not just the season before. It has been heavily, heavily, heavily neglected. Fair dues to him. I will give Arteta some props. He has built defensive stability. Fair enough. But that's all he's done in the 5 years. That's all he's done. The only reason we won something is because he inherited Aubameyang. That's literally it. The only reason he's still in the job really is because Aubameyang was there. He won us that cup, not Mikel Arteta. And I'll argue with anyone. He scored both goals. He scored both goals in the semi-final and both goals in the final. Job done. Took moments of magic. That weren't Mikel Arteta's masterclass in management that won us that FA Cup. It just wasn't. It was Aubameyang. It was his magic, his finishing, his class. That's what won us that cup. Let's get it right. We all know it in the chat. You know it, DJB. The chat, world-class chat. You know it, man. It's frustrating that we've neglected. That was 3.5 years we let him go, by the way. 3.5 years. And we haven't replaced him since. We spend money, 3.5 million on Marquinhos, who, by the way, Marquinhos just went for free. Did the club that signed him for free give us 3.5 million as well? Nah, they didn't. Only mugs like us do that. He left for free, like all free signings do. DJB, you also lost me at Sesko. I know you didn't want him either, by the way. I know that, but it's a fact. If we just get Sesko in as the only signing that bolsters that forward line, I'm worried. I'm worried about next.
Oh,
I already am extremely worried, by the way.
100%, mate. 100%.
I'm extremely worried.
Yeah.
What I will be waiting for is the 2nd of September when this transfer window finishes, so I can fully assess what we've actually done. But I'm worried about next season. I'm not going to lie. I'm shitting my pants about next season, because if we don't get a Gyökeres-esque type of striker in there, and I believe a backup we should be going for, we probably won't do, but at least a Gyökeres, at least a Rodrigo-esque left winger. I'd like Leroy Sané on a free because he can play on both wings, because we need squad depth. Why do we need squad depth? Because all our players get injured. Because why? We've got no squad depth. So we need to be making, I believe, 3 or 4 players up in that 100%. Forward line. Whatever they look like. Do you know what I'd do? I'd rip up. I'd just go, Jesus, here you go. You've been a waste of money. You're always injured. Get away, get Jonathan David in, and get Gyökeres in. Just completely revitalise that forward line. I'd go get Rodrigo in, and then I'll go get Leroy Sané in on a free. So 2 free signings, Rodrigo and Gyökeres, and all of a sudden you're looking at that forward line and you're going, yeah, that looks a bit more like it. Yeah, I can get behind that. Yeah, that looks all right. But we can't go into this. I'm sorry. We cannot go into this season with Martinelli again on the left-hand side and Kai Havertz up top. Martinelli especially is stale. DJB is so stale. We need something else. Do you know what? Mikel Arteta even knows something else because he's trying to sign Mudryk. Trust on him, Mudryk. So even he knows that he needs something else at the left wing. It's stale, mate.
But he hasn't improved him, has he? Martinelli's fallen off of a cliff. And this is a thing. I've left this up, Aaron. Right? It says need a left back badly, lads. Right now, how on earth have we had all these left backs signed? Zinchenko as a left back. He signed. Do you know what I mean? He signed centre halves and played them left back, and yet we're letting one of the best left backs go on a free. How are we still need? This is what frustrates me. How on earth are we still needing left backs?
Mate, it's pathetic. When you actually deep it, and by the way, the last thing you said was what I was going to finish up on is the best of them, Kieran Tierney's there anyway, and he's leaving for free. That's criminal in itself. You actually add it all up. He signed Tomiyasu, who plays left back, 18 odd million. You've signed Kivior, who's played left back for 22 million. You're at 40 there. Calafiori for 40 million. He's plays there. That's 80. Zinchenko 35. You know what I mean? You're at 115 or 100. 15 there. You've had Nuntavage for 7. You're at 122 million quid on left backs. And 5 years later, guess what we need? Another left back.
It's make it make sense.
Just batshit. Why do we still need a left back? Why? When the best left back was there? Why are we still looking at goalkeepers? When the best goalkeeper was there and Emi Martinez in the first place? What we've done in the goalkeeper department in the left back is we've spent about 200 million to break 2 fixed positions. Because we had Kieran Tierney there and Emi Martinez there. And we spent the best part of 150, 200 million breaking it. You just can't write it.
It's facts, guys. Honestly, it's facts. It's right, guys. Chat, it's facts, mate. We're spending money. We've wasted so much money. Calafiori, centre back, playing left back, yet we still need a left back. Letting Tierney go on a free, still need a left back. Zinchenko, putting him left back. Left back. Kivior, Tomiyasu, still at the club, 100 grand away. 6 minutes of football. Now we're talking goalkeepers. Do you know what I mean? What really annoys me, under this reign of this football manager and the money he's had to spend, there is no department, apart from the centre halves when they're both fit, Saka on the right, and Rice probably. Other than that, name me a department in that team that you are confidently saying it's completed, it's complete. There is no position on that field of play where we don't need a player.
I mean, if you put a gun to my head, maybe right back, Timber and White is okay.
Yeah.
If you put a gun to my head and went, pick a department now or kabang. Do you know what I mean? Maybe the right back.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's that.
Other than that, yeah. No. We ain't even really got suitable backup for Saliba or Gabriel. And by the way, who's to say Saliba ain't going out the door in the summer? Because his body language and the way he was playing towards the end of the season, Aaron, weren't the Saliba that I was watching.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That makes a good point there as well. Yeah.
Injury prone. They are all injury prone, man. They're all injury prone, and no, it's crazy. It is crazy to where we are at the moment, and it's worrying. And you know, we hear about we're linked with this, we're linked with that, and listen, I think if we get Sesko, I think it's another project. I think what we'll be doing, we'll be swinging in, we'll be pissing in the wind again. And I just think, I don't think he's going to, it will be an upgrade, obviously, but it won't be the upgrade that we really need. I mean, We can even, just before you come in, I mean, Harry Kane's on a buyout clause in January.
But I mean, like I would love to go in for him, but I mean, I don't think this football club can afford to wait. I really don't. It's a shame that buyout clause is in January because, I mean, if we
I'm
were to
pretty
put all
sure
our
it's
eggs in
in
that
January,
basket,
mate. I'm pretty sure it's
yeah,
in January.
it is. Oh, 100%. Like I'd love to go and get him, but the problem is we still need someone from June to January. Do you know what I mean? That's what I can't see us doing. Oh, I agree with Gianni as well. Big up to Gianni, man. Sesko, the problem is with Sesko, he's 21 years old and finding his feet. This team have been together for 5 years now. They're not 21-year-old team. They're a 25-year-old team. This team wins now because if we give Sesko 2 years to settle into the team or to mature, to grow up, to get used to his tactics, guess what? In 2 years' time, buy Saliba, buy Gabriel, buy Saka, buy Rice, Salah, Bon Voyage, Sayonara, Toodaloo. We haven't got time to wait. And
no, we ain't.
The time to bring in Sesko was 2 years ago. 2 years ago to mould him in and get him used to it now. It 100%. Isn't now. Bring me a 25, 26, 27-year-old striker. Bring me the finished article.
And the manager's called this, though, Aaron. The manager's called this because if we'd have done the right thing and he'd have got the striker, and Edu, by the way, he don't get off scot-free, I'm afraid. Yep. They're both of them, if they'd have done the right thing, we'd have only probably needed 2 signings this season.
Yeah.
The team would have been established. We'd have needed 2 signings. And that would have been it. But instead of that, we need 5, 6, maybe 7 more players to make this team strong again. And it's absolute madness. And it ain't going to happen, guys. The only way it's going to happen is that players have got to leave this club. We've probably got to get rid of the likes of Trossard. We've probably got to listen to offers for Gabriel. You're not going to like it, people. A lot of the fans are going to probably turn around and go, no, we can't sell him. End of the day, he's nearly 30. If 80, 90 million comes in from Saudi, Berta will listen to offers. We ain't going to have a choice. Because if you're talking 65 mil here, 70 mil here, 80 mil for this player, we're going to have to listen to offers for Martinelli, for Gabriel and players like that. And it's just going to happen, mate. It's just going to happen. But anyway, guys, I know Aaron's been really, really busy man tonight, and this stream was only going to last, Aaron. I was only going to do like about 40 minutes. I had to jump on because when I saw that, when I heard those rumours about this guy here, I thought, no, I'm going to jump on, and this just typifies the club, you know. Listen, all I'm saying, chat. Absolutely, 100%. Thank you very, 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 very much from the bottom of my heart to joining me. If you haven't subbed, make sure you sub to Aaron, make sure you sub to Jezza, make sure you sub to me, and make sure you smash the likes because it all helps. We're building a community here, guys. We're all a community. We like talking about the football. We like talking about the signings. I've got Nonski coming up on Saturday. Me and Nonski's going to do a little show. And then I've got me and the Southern Gooner are going to smash it out on Sunday. Me and Matty are going to do a show on Sunday, which I'm delighted to have the Southern Gooner. And we're just going to be spitting out more facts, guys. As simple as that. And then also I'm going to try and do a show with Lee as well. But Lee's a very, very busy man. The captain is busy, as always. But yeah, total legend. Make sure you sub to all the channels, guys. Southern Gooner, Lee Reacts, everyone. I keep Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Skelly, Wanyeri, Saka, Rice, Party would all sell the rest. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, my friend. We've been saying it. Listen, Martin, we've been saying it all along, mate. There's only about 6 or 7 players realistically you would keep at the club. Get DJB to 1K and beyond. Yeah, come on, smash the... Getting sub, guys. Come on, I'm not far away now. Come on.
Lying, mate.
You know it makes sense, chat.
Lying. Yeah, man.
Nonski is in. Look, I've just mentioned Nonski, and here he is. Look, looking forward to it, DJB. So am I, Nonski, man.
Nonski the North.
Yeah, subbed, legend fella. Thank you very much indeed. Well, listen, all I do, I'm just a fan for the fans. Just see it as it is. That's what it is, guys. I've been with this club for many years, 50 years, still going, aren't we, Aaron?
Yeah.
Have you renewed? Have they took the money already, mate? Renewed?
Have they sent you the email yet? I haven't got it. I don't know whether I'm on automated auto renew or something like that.
Do you know what? I think it was meant to be Monday because it was the bank holiday. I think it's held things up, mate.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I was going to say I ain't got mine.
I think it's because it was bank holiday Monday because really they was meant to be renewed Monday. And I've got it set up for automatic. I spoke to Kenny Ken the other day, and he hasn't got it set up for automatic. He actually goes and renews his like manually. But I think it was meant to be Monday. But yeah,
I'll have to look into it.
Obviously, got the Champions League games. You have to pay extra. Oh, by the way, chat, you have to pay extra for the Champions League games. By the way.
Yeah, do you know what? If you go for the 19 only, so the home games, you get put into the ballot. Silver members.
You never get. That goes to tourists, mate, and corporates. You never win a ballot. Never win a ballot, mate.
That's naughty that they've done that.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, look, we're offering you this new service where you can only have the 19 league games. Oh, but by the way, if you want to use your seat, you'll get put in a ballot.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah, it is, man. I've had to pay extra for the Champions League games, and no, because honestly, real talk, you go them ballots, never win them, mate. Never win them. Ridiculous. Absolutely. I mean, I've never tried, but I know friends that have. I mean, silver members now they go into ballots. Don't get them. Yeah, big up, man. Big up, Romain. Awesome. Guys, the chat has been brilliant. Honestly, I was shocked. When I went live, I didn't expect all of this, guys. Honestly, I'm absolutely blown away. I also do some recorded little videos as well, which I load up. I do like a little recording as well, so look out for them. And Aaron, what you got coming up, my friend?
I don't know. Today's been a bit of a busy one. Tomorrow's usually
a bit busy, because first of all, do you know what? I keep forgetting, guys. Can I just say a big, huge congratulations to the Arsenal ladies? All right.
Boy.
Well done, the Arsenal ladies. Absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to start watching you next season. All right. Listen. I'm going to be the first to admit I've not been watching much ladies football, but next season I'm going to start watching a bit of the Arsenal ladies. So big up them.
So they've already signed DJB as their first summer transfer window. The ladies, they've got DJB.
Yeah. Love the JV show. The JV, yeah. Come on, chat. What players come to mind when you look at that shirt? Come on, eh? Aaron, look at that, man.
Oh no, I think I might be thinking about, was it in the Umbro one? Tony Adams is one of it. There's a picture that I can see him when one of the first seasons he came in. Was it 86? No, man, I don't think that is. Yeah, no, I don't know. It might not be that shirt. No, it ain't, because the one I'm thinking of's got Umbro on it. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. I'm sure it's 80 or something, though, isn't it? I'm sure he was wearing that shirt. That's where I'm thinking. I don't know. Yeah, me head's there or thereabouts.
Yeah, no, there's been some legends in that shirt. Yeah. There's been some legends at this football club. We've seen some great players. We really have, and we want to see them again. As simple as that. But no, big up the chat. Thank you very, very much. Please sub, because it will help me. It will help everyone, and it'll help build the community. And that's what we're all about here, guys. We're just here for a chat. We keep it nice and clean. And everyone's opinion's valid. And go and sub to this legend here. He does some good content. And Aaron, how are you feeling now, mate? Because I know you haven't been too well, have you, mate? I've not had a chance to talk to you.
Yeah. No, it's all right. I had to go get some bloods taken today and all of that shit.
Yeah.
So I'll hear back, but it's nothing too serious because I'm feeling a bit better now. It just knocked me for 6 for about 5 or 6 days. I was just whack. Just finished. We'll have a little chat.
I hope you will, tomorrow. I hope you will. Anyway, guys, lovely to have you with me. Thank you. I know it was lastminute.com. Say Normski's coming up with me on Saturday, and then I've got the Southern Gooner on Sunday, so look out for them. And but please all stay safe. And we are going to be out of here. 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna
Big up,
run Big up the chat, yeah. Big up the chat. Let's see if I can do this, Aaron. All right. So big up, guys. I'm going to run the out video. I'll tell you. Come on.
What a pro! Look at him. Look at him.
I ain't a pro, man. Honestly, man. This is like
El Professional. Look at him. Going to DJB. He's not fucking about with his channel, is he? Nearly 1K after 5 minutes and all of that. Go on,
yeah. Well, you got just normal, isn't it? Just a normal East End guy, you know. Cockney Gooner.
Just how
you take it easy, boys. Mine, there you go. All the best. Love to chat. Love to everyone. Keep kind. Best wishes to all your Liverpool fans. Best wishes to all the families and everyone that's been affected by that tragic news yesterday. Thoughts go out, man. Honestly, we're all at the end of the day, football is a family. No matter what team you support, we're all part of the family. Yes, we have banter, blah blah blah, but at the end of the day, we're all under the football banner, and we all come together as one big happy family in a disaster. So big up the Liverpool fans as well. Take it easy, take care, and I'll see you soon.